Have you heard about this EU-Mercosur trade deal? It's been in the works for a staggering 26 years, and now it looks like Italy might be the one to pump the brakes, at least for a while. So here's the thing. In the European Union, individual countries can't just go off and make their own trade deals. Everything has to be done at the EU level, which some people argue is part of a push to turn the bloc into one giant superstate. To put this in perspective, countries like Canada, the UAE, and Japan have all managed to strike deals with Mercosur, the South American trade bloc. But for the 27 EU member states, it's a completely different, much more complicated story. The approval process is a bit wild. You don't just need a simple majority. For a deal like this to pass, you need the support of at least 15 member states, and those states must represent at least 65% of the entire EU population. This means there's no simple veto for a single government that disagrees. This brings us to the current drama. Farmers from across Europe are furious. They've been protesting in Brussels, worried that this deal will flood the market with cheaper agricultural products from South America, potentially destroying their livelihoods. They argue that these imports wouldn't have to meet the same strict environmental and safety standards that they do, creating an unfair playing field. And now Italy seems to be siding with France in opposing the deal in its current form. French President Macron has been vocal, demanding that any products from Mercosur must comply with the EU's own rigorous rules. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has now stepped in, stating that Italy is not ready to back the deal without more protections for its farmers. This is a pretty big deal, especially considering the timing. The President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, was reportedly planning to fly to Brazil this weekend to finalize and sign the agreement. Italy's sudden opposition throws a massive wrench in those plans. Meanwhile, other countries, like Germany, are still very keen to get this deal over the line, highlighting the deep divisions within the EU on this issue. It really makes you think about the whole system. Why should a country like Germany be prevented from having a trade deal it wants, just because France and Italy are against it? And on the flip side, why should Italy and France be forced into a deal that could harm their farmers, just because Germany and Spain support it? It seems like a messy and inefficient way to handle international trade, but that's the reality of the EU's structure. It's been 26 years of negotiations, and they still can't seem to get everyone on the same page. What do you think about all this? Is the EU's centralized approach to trade deals a strength or a weakness? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you found this interesting, please give this video a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.